Ladies and gentlemen, hello in a new video. In this video we're gonna try to code a tic-tac-toe game, and this is what the output gonna look like at the end. So as you see here, the game is working smoothly. We have something changes right here, and we have letters are changing too. And as you see, we have a winning case here. Look, player X1. Well, for the styling part, I am not a front-end developer, I'm a back-end developer. So I left that for you to style it like when you have a winning case, you hover or not hover, like you change the background color of each cell to green, or you try to put a line over this axis. So it's up to you to determine or to change on the game. My part here is just to code the back end. So I think this is a brief summary for our project. So let's go to the coding part. We start actually with an index HTML file. We declare that the HTML used in this project is HTML5 by using the tag doctype HTML. Well, I'm not gonna talk about this for today because it's actually a back-end course, not front-end. So here I'm gonna just do a small brief summary about this files, these two files. We have the index HTML style CSS, and our course of today or video of today gonna be all about the functioning. So here I have introduced a section here, and I put a title of Tic-Tac-Toe. As you may see, let me just start the live server. Okay, you see here a Tic-Tac-Toe title. We have margin here, and we have a box and small cells here, and they are separated. And yeah, we're gonna look to this in details here. We have the cells here. Each cell, it's actually a division or a div tag, but it has this attribute which is data cell index. It has this class cell, and all the cells has this class, sorry. Why exactly? Because they're gonna have the same functions. It's the only thing that's gonna change is the letter which gonna be typed down inside, or yeah. So look into the styling, and yeah, before going to the style, we have here a game status. For right now you can't see anything because the game is actually off, and when we turn it on we're gonna see that changes by clicking. We have a button of restart game, and it has the class game restart. So yeah, and here at the very end we said we linked the function.js file to our project. We go to the style.css. We have here the body. I used the Arial and sans serif font family. For the section, I put it in the center, as you see right here. And for the game container, this is the game container. You see this big square right here? It's the game container. It has a display of a grid, which is the most common one with like working with tables or something. I don't know, it's like a table right here, but yeah, you can use Flexbox, of course, but I prefer using grid in such projects. So yeah, we actually made a template of columns, and we said like repeat it 3 times for each column. I mean, like this one, when I say this one, I'm talking about the how we say the lengths of each cell or each column. As you see, like they are the same. And yeah, I have determined the width and the margin from you can see here it's the margin from the top 50 pixels, of course, and there's an auto for the rest, you know. Coming back here to the cell, each cell like has its own width and height, and as you see they are equals, so we have squares here. We have the box shadow as an effect, border of solid 1 pixel. Why, you're gonna ask why? Because this is the only way we can separate cells from each other. So yeah, we have the cursor pointer. As you can see, when you move your cursor to each cell, you're gonna see that the cursor has changed to pointer, or let me say an index finger, and this is kind of a UI UX things. It's not my thing, as I said before. I'm a backend developer. Look into the line height and the font sizes is all about the letters that are gonna be introduced inside. We start at the beginning with status display, where we need to determine or let me say introduce status display. Well, actually status display is this h2 tag here. So yeah, it's document.querySelector, and it's, let me just see, game status, game status. So yeah, and then we have the variable of game active, which gonna determine if the game or is the game are running right now or not. So we start with the true, of course, because the game at the beginning should be working. And then we have another variable which is current player, so we can know it should be not constant, because this thing gonna change. So we start with X, and then we have the game state. The game state, let me just give you how we say, like here this cell, it has its own index, so if it's already filled with a letter, we're gonna know that from here, a game state. So let me, yeah, there are 9 as the number of cells. We have another variable which is a winning message. It's actually a function, winning message. So here we say player, and we precise which player, current player, and this gonna change. So yeah, player, and we say 1. So yeah, this is a function, as I said, an arrow function, exactly, to be precise, to be specific I meant. And yeah, we have another function which is draw message. What does it mean, draw? It's like when we don't have any other unfilled cell and we still don't have a winner. It's like how we say that you came at the end with being even, like I don't know, like gonna see that at the end. The game ended in draw. So yeah, and we have the current player turn. It's actually another function, the current player turn, and we're gonna use this weird quotes, and we say it's current player turn, And I think we are done from variables. So till now we have these variables. We're gonna start working on functions. And yeah, we start, and at the very end we say link the functions to the cells. So yeah, we gonna use the DOM here, document query selector all, and we're gonna select all the cells, and for each cell we gonna add an event listener, and that event listener listens to click, and we're gonna link it to the handle cell click. So in order to test that everything is working now, before testing we need to link a handle like query selector. It's kind of hard to explain and code at the same time. Game restart and add event listener and click and handle restart game. I hope that this is a game restart. Yeah, it's right. So in order to test that the linking is working well, we're gonna handle that. Yeah, we're gonna have a target here. And then we gonna console log. We're gonna have an event, not a target. Event console log event target. So as you see, this is it. It's working properly. So yeah, cell number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are ordered perfectly. So for now we gonna start coding, and we just like tested here when we gonna introduce like constant cell clicked, and it's gonna be event dot target, and we have another constant which is cell clicked index. It's gonna be the cell clicked dot get attribute. Sorry, before doing that we need to parse integer, because at the end they're gonna give us as a string, not as a variable, sorry, integer. So we type down cell clicked and dot get attribute, and it's data cell index, which is the same one here. Boom. And in order to test that everything is working, we have our friend here, console log cell clicked index. So when I run it, okay, 5, and boom, working very good. So here we gonna check things. If the first thing that we're gonna check is if our game is running actually, or if that cell is actually empty or not. So in order to do that, we just gonna type down like this: if the game is not active, or we have that how we say game state, and that cell clicked index, it's a condition here. So if it's not empty, then return nothing. It's actually like as return L or 0, but it's not, we don't need really to type it down. So if not, we gonna use the handle cell plate, and we're gonna give it two actually variables. The handle, the cell clicked and the cell clicked index, and we gonna handle result game as I think. So as I said, handle results, not handle restart game. I don't know, it's a misprint. So here we go to the handle cell plate. As we gave it two properties, we're gonna introduce them here, the cell and the index. All we're gonna do right here is that cell, we're gonna change two things. The first thing is that cell, the current, or let me say cell, the inner, no, first thing is game state index, gonna filled in with the current player, and the cell dot inner HTML gonna filled in with the current player, of course. So now we need to start manipulating on the handle results. We need to determine a thing which is the winning conditions. So as you see here, nothing is actually happening, but when we have the same letter in this field and in this field and this field, we have a winning case, and the same as having the same letters in a straight line. You know, these are the winning conditions. So let me just take a break to like figure out all the possible winning case, and I'll be right back. Okay, after taking a while of thinking about the possible winning case, I came out with these. If we have at the L1, 2, and I'm not gonna explain all these because like we all know the rules of the game. So we need to start right now coding the handle results function. So we start by round win, and it is a boolean, and as we used to start introducing booleans, we all oh yeah, now we start our loop. And this loop, why we need actually a loop? Because we're gonna loop over the conditions. So we have here 8 conditions. So the I variable here gonna iterate from 0 to 7, and this gives us 8 iterations. So we start by introducing another variable which is winning condition, and that winning condition is the winning conditions I, which means like when this is O, this is the winning condition that we are talking about. When it's 2, this is A, and where's 4, and so on. So we need to introduce another variables which is A, B, C, and these variables gonna be like this: A equals to the game state, and winning condition, and that winning condition is L. I'm gonna change here the name of the variables. Sorry. So yeah, because we have only 3 elements in this array, so we need to start from L to 2. So this is like actually a clear thing. I don't need to explain it. So we start with, if we have how we say, A is empty, or B is empty, or C is also empty, then continue. Then we start the winning condition. If A equals to B and B equals to C, this means we have round win equals to true. And yeah, I think this is it for now for the loop. And here I think we start a condition. If we have a round win, that these things gonna happen. The first thing, the game active gonna be false, because we're gonna stop the game. And then we we drop this winning message. We're gonna say status display, as you remember, is this little h2 here. So the status what am I? The status display dot inner HTML is gonna be the winning message. And what thing else? I think this is it. And then we gonna make another variable, which is run draw. So the things seems common. Run draw is actually a condition. Game state and includes empty spaces. So is the contrary, or let me say the opposite. If the game state doesn't include the empty fields that we have around the draw. So if round draw, then we do these things. The first thing, like status display inner HTML, we're gonna throw the draw. The status display gonna throw the draw message. This is it. This is the first thing. The second thing gonna be always the game active turn to false. You can make this as the first thing, and it's up to you at the end. And yeah, I think this is it. I think really this is it. So at the very end we change player. So we have a handle player change. So in the handle player change, we actually do only one thing. A current player is actually the current player, and we do a condition. If it's X, then it's gonna be O, otherwise it's gonna be X. This is the current player. I think that till now we are done. Let me just see the results here. Okay, O, X, O. Player O1. Weird. Yeah, really weird. Okay, the restart game is not working till now. We gonna check things here. Yeah, this is it. This is the mistakes, not or, it's and. I don't know if I said and at the beginning, but yeah, we put and, not or. So we start again. Okay. Yeah, this now the things are happening as we wanted. I think this is the whole game. We need only to add something at the bottom here, which is the handle restart game, where actually we gonna do only copy and paste, because this how we say it restarts the game. We have the game active, turn to true. We have the current player change to turn to X, as we claim at the very beginning. We have maybe we can add status display dot either HTML current player. No, yeah, it's current player turn. So, oh, it's X's turn. Anyway, oh, I forgot one thing, which is filling the cells document query selector. All the cells, and for each cell we inner HTML gonna be, yeah, this is it. I forgot to add one thing at the very beginning, I guess, which is when we click on handle cell click, yeah, I think this is where we should introduce the status display, the inner HTML. It's actual to current player turn. So it's X's turn, O's turn. Yeah, it's kind of working before it needs to be worked. So I'm gonna put it at the end here, or in the handle player. Yeah, in the handle player change, I guess. Handle player change. Okay, it's O's turn. Yeah, it is working perfectly right now. So at the very beginning, I added here in the winning case, or the winning condition, I added the break, so we break the iteration. Here we, if there is a winning case, then like return, stop the software or the game from working. And if we have wrong draw, it's the same case. And I think this is it for our today's video. Let's just give a last check on our game. Extern, out turns, extern, and boom. Or no, yeah, player X1, and when we try to click on the other cells, nothing happens. When we click on restart game, well, we restart the game from the beginning, and it's working very smoothly. So yeah, we have player X1. This is why it's not working anymore. So thanks for watching today's video. I hope that you liked it. If you have any suggestions or any questions, type them down on the comments field, and I'm gonna read all your comments within 24 hours. I'm gonna reply. I hope that I will have the right answer and the answer that you were seeking. So thanks for watching today's video, and see you in another video. Ciao.